Welcome to the general meeting of the Toyota Land Cruiser Club. I am Bob Fife, TLCC President. On my left is Alan Kidd, Club Secretary, and on my right is Mark Willett, Club Treasurer. Are there any visitors or new members here tonight? Yes, I think there's at least one new member somewhere. Maybe he's shy. Okay. In case he's shy, on behalf of the committee and all members, I welcome you to tonight's TLCC general meeting held here at the Liberty Hill Christian Centre. I trust the club will meet with your expectations. If you have any questions about the TLCC, you may ask any of the committee or someone wearing a yellow and black shirt or anybody who is over 25. They will all know. Just on visitors, I would like to welcome a long-term member who we haven't seen for a while. Nikki Kirkman is here tonight. Nikki is a former club secretary, or she's actually just coming in now. Welcome back, Nikki.
Back in the committee?
Not yet. Next week. Okay, apologies. David and Heidi Rowley, Sally and Noel Rippengale, Elkie and Gary Cooper, Brian and Sue Chisholm. Noel was about to say Christine and Anthony Ross, but they're here. I was about to say Shirley Trelaw and Bob Anderson, but they're here. Alf and Pat Johnson, Greg Norris, Cheryl and Phil Mead. Cheryl sent me a text today saying they wouldn't be here, but they'd had a call from an old member whose name escapes me now, that a gentleman they said was a former long-term member, Jeff Shipp. I don't know whether anybody knows that name, passed away recently. And I think perhaps they're going up to the funeral up in Queensland. Minutes from the previous meeting have been posted at the back of the room. I propose that the minutes of the previous general meeting held on Monday, 3 July 2023 be taken as read and confirmed. Do we have a mover, please? A seconder? I'll get back to that. Thank you. Right, a bit of a health report. I had contact with Sally Rippengale a day or so ago, and she let me know that she completed her 6th chemotherapy cycle last Wednesday, and will have a scan and a review in the middle of this month. So fingers crossed for Sally. Katie Regent is here and feeling as well as can be expected. We're all cheering you on, Katie. Keep up the good work out there with the supper. To the best of my knowledge, Carl the Riviera is continuing to improve, and we may have some more information about him soon. Alan Kidd is here tonight and much fitter than last month when he had the flu. Jim Gately had some, I believe, not too serious surgery recently, and says that he's recovering well. We also had a new member who was scheduled for driver training next month, had to postpone due to her husband suffering a massive heart attack last Tuesday. We wish him well, and I will request that our wonderful welfare officer, Vonnie, send a card to them and to Jim Gately as well. We all know Vonnie does a wonderful job and she likes sending out cards, don't you, Vonnie? I've had correspondence with Elkie Cooper, who is continuing to send some very entertaining notes on their trip's progress. Believe they'll be back this month. And while we are at it, we wish Gary a happy birthday coming up on the 29th of August. He tells me that he will be turning 50, but I didn't think he was that old. Even the 50's a bit sus, I think. I wish to advise that there are some spots still available for a HEMA MAPS course on Saturday, 9th of September, even though it has been listed on the website and the CES is full. This occurred due to some members subsequently withdrawing their bookings. What happened, we had quite a few members who seemed to get very confused, and they booked for Saturday and Sunday, even though the equipment required for each day was quite different. So we've still got some spots there. I wish to advise also that there are some spots still available for the fitness course, which will be run on the 2nd of September. We can take up to 20 people, and at the moment we have 9, so we would love it if somebody liked to book for that course. And just a reminder that any members wishing to ask questions or to speak, please do so from the rostrum, just over here, or wait for a microphone to be supplied. Reason being that we like to be able to get whatever's said onto the video of the night. Normally we'd ask for a Vice President's report, but Greg Norris is not here tonight. He is away with his family down at the snow. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? So we'll go on to Mark for his Treasurer's report.
Thank you, Bob, and welcome to everybody. Treasurer's report. July is a bit of a scratchy old month. We get a little bit in here and there. We got in a total of $8,116. That's about $1,500 in memberships. We got some interest of $1,500. We got a refund of our GST of $2,600, and we got some deposits for the first aid course of $1,400. So all bits and pieces which you'd expect this time of year. We managed to pay out nearly $22,000. The big expense this month was the insurance for the public liability for the members while you're on trips. That also covers the public liability insurance on the land. It also covers the director or officer insurance, and it also covers the voluntary workers insurance if any of the volunteers are injured while they're on club duties. So that cost us about $8,000. We also published a magazine that cost about $10,500, and then the other bits and bobs, hiring the hall and things like that. So as at the end of July, we had $349,687 in the bank account. So that's where we're up to.
Thank you very much, Mark. Do we have a mover for acceptance of the Treasurer's report? And a seconder, please. Education, Gary is away. However, I'll just note a couple of things. Driver training for July was led by Jeremy Nolan again, in my second absence since 2016. However, I feel confident of making a return for September, so please wish me well. There are 11 spots still available. Again, I did talk about this a bit before, for the first aid course on 2nd of September. If you are interested, bookings can be made on the club website, and surely everybody needs to do a first aid course. So that's about as much as I can cajole you. Promotions, we do not have a promotions officer at the moment, and there's no specific report, other than to say that at the moment, between Mark, Alan and myself, we are all using MYOB and trying to get all the invoicing for club advertisers up to date. Alan is actually formulating the invoices, and I've been delegated as the money chaser. Nobody else seemed to want that job. So that's at least happening. Social Director's report, Debbie.
Right. Sorry. Caught you napping. Hi, everybody. Short report tonight. Some good news about Halloween. I've been thumping the emails and Facebook trying to get somebody to coordinate Halloween. I haven't got a coordinator yet, but Andrew and Lisa Boyd contacted me this evening and said that they would assist with the catering for the weekend. So we're one step closer to getting Halloween happening. We've decided that we'll make the deadline the end of August to look for a coordinator. If nobody comes forward by then, won't be running a club organised function on that weekend. The members are still welcome to visit the property and have their own Halloween if they'd like to. The next thing on the agenda is definitely happening. Coolandilly Christmas, Saturday the 25th of November. I want to welcome back Ken and Sue Duffy, who have said that they would coordinate the Christmas at Coolandilly. So I'm sure we'll all look forward. I won't be there, but you guys look forward to having a great weekend. And the adult Christmas party is, as I've said before, booked in for the 2nd of December at Revesby Workers Club. This year, Stuart Robertson has volunteered to coordinate that event, and we have also discussed that we're going to actually open the bookings a little bit earlier than the standard 6 weeks that we do on bookings. So that advertising for that will be coming out pretty shortly. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Debbie. That was very concise tonight. Oh, good. Land Manager's report. Brian is away. Rob Alexander has been speaking on that, but Rob is away too, I believe. Oh, yep. Cole, thank you.
So there's an apology from Rob and Carol. Good evening. Yes, a report on the Willow Glen Working Bee last month. 14 people attended, mostly just cutting up trees, fallen trees, and chopping some trees down that were going to come down. Down around the access road, down past the log event and the rockin' and rollin'. We also did clear the gully and the creek bed area in front of the shed, mainly to reduce the fuel load, and there needs to be further work done there down the track. Maybe a small burn to try and get rid of some of the build-up on the ground. There was work out Kings Canyon, cleaning up a tree that we cut and removed the main trunk of it back in May, and then so all the foliage and that was taken away and added to the big pile. So there's enough for a pile burn there again now, but of course most of it's too green. Few minor jobs that Rob looked at and did with at the toilet block. Carol did a lot of cleaning up in the shed, vacuuming the backs of roller shutter doors and cleaning the benches and various jobs like that. Yeah, so all in all, it was a fairly productive weekend for those who came. That's about it from me.
Thank you very much, Colin. Membership report, Robin. And Recce to adjust the speaker, or the microphone, I should say.
Thank you. Good evening, members. So, in the last month, we introduced 7 new members. We currently have 841 members in the club. and we have 242 members getting the club magazine through email. So that is continuing to grow at a steady rate, so which is good. Thanks.
Thank you, Robin. And just to add a little bit of those 7, certainly 3, and I believe maybe 5 of the new members have already booked their driver training. So that's really good. So next we have 4-wheel drive activities. Ian.
He always makes me do my own. That's probably good enough. All right, so we've still got 2 trips travelling, I believe. They're both way out west by now somewhere. One of them was Gary. We've got recently listed trips. Tasmania, it's full. It's not until next year. Kagari, which was in July, is now in August. It's full. A Blue Mountains, interesting, sort of drive around. It's full. And a Katoomba through to Coolandilly, more or less the cave to cave as a new member trip. It's so full that tonight we've had a volunteer. Richard's going to run a second trip half an hour later. So we'll have 2 trips running that day. And the second one's full. You may have got a slight theme there somewhere. We could do with a few more trips. There's plenty on the plenty of reports on the website and on the magazine, but we do have a video report on the Boulia Camel Races, which will probably play any moment now.
Thank you, Ian. that trip report, Ian? Quite good. Okay, general business from members. No, Norma, are you about? Norma has a little trivia for us. Oh, no, not the raffle. I just thought you were going to do your questions. You done with the raffle yet? No, not yet. We've still got to go through general business for members yet. Oh, you want to do your questions after? Why not just break it up a bit?
Does click open, but it's not easy. But maybe people have got their own pens. Some intelligent people bought pens. I was told that last time it was too hard. 6 was the top score, so tonight I've made it considerably easier. Yeah. Brave souls ready to have a go? I'm told last time that people knew all the answers, they just couldn't remember them. So maybe you've had a month to go over some of your old trips and think about it.
Vonnie, Nikki is looking for one over here. I think she's a potential winner.
She's ready to take the challenge. You know, it's so long since I've seen Nikki, I didn't know who she was. I'm sorry, Nikki. Okay, the first question while everyone's warming up. Name the national park 30 kilometres west of Canberra. A nice easy one to start with a name that hasn't changed. That's number one. Okay, number two. This is an easy one for all the travellers. Name the highway that you would take from Bathurst through Bourke, Charleville, ending up at the Landsborough Highway, which is just north of Charleville. Name that highway. Scratching at the maps in your head. Bathurst, Bourke, way up to Charleville, ending at the Landsborough Highway, which is about 83 kilometres north of Charleville. You don't have a lot of choices, but still finding the right one's not always easy. Oh, here's an easy one. Where in Australia, what town would you be in if you're at the Five Rivers Lookout? Happy with that one? Okay, at what town was the Royal Flying Doctor Service founded? What town was its founding town? Bonus point, who was the driving force behind the Royal Flying Doctor Service? It's a bonus point. Anyone in my vintage learnt that at school, but still, not many of my vintage around, I don't think. If you want another bonus point, where did this person get his seed money to buy his first plane? Okay. Let's go to Tasmania. If you were visiting Strahan in Tasmania, name the harbour you're looking at. Bonus point if you're still in Strahan and you're probably going on a tour of convict settlements. Name the island you will visit, or you might have visited, that's supposed to have been the worst hellhole for convicts. Same harbour, you're still in Strahan. Okay, another easy one coming. The longest desert road in Australia. It's 2,700 kilometres long. It's made up of 7 roads, but overall it's got the one name. If you want to give the names of any of the 7 roads, you get bonus points. So choose any outback road and you probably got one of them, possibly. 7 outback roads that make up this one major route. Lots of points opportunities tonight. Australia may be an ancient land, but its volcanoes last erupted, according to Ken Ryan's trip report. I'll give you an option. You only have to choose one out of the 3, so you've got 33% chance. Okay, the volcanoes last erupted 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, or 10,000 years ago. Chance in 3. That was an interesting trip report. The next one. Give me the state and the part of the state it's in where you would find Sturt National Park. And it still hasn't changed its name either. The state and the part of the state it's in with a compass direction. Second last, nice easy one. What Western Australian town is closest to the horizontal falls? Is it Broome or Derby? So you've got a 50% on that one. It's food for thought, isn't it? How do you know? Because you're getting a plane. Yeah, okay. Okay, name the unmaintained fire trail, which is usually lots of fun to do, near Yalwell, west of Nowra. It's an serviced fire trail near Yalwell. And I've heard a big whisper here. They've got a point. That should be 10 questions with heaps of bonuses. Here we go. Brindabella, number 1, Brindabella National Park. The highway is anyone really sure? Mitchell. Mitchell, okay. The 5 Rivers Lookout. Someone sure of that one? Wyndham, yes. Fantastic vista. I could have given bonus for the rivers, but I forgot, sorry. The Royal Flying Doctor Service. Anyone really sure? No, okay, Cloncurry. The Reverend John Flynn, and he got his seed money from a grant or a bequest from Hugh Mackay, who invented the harvester. I found that interesting. Okay, you're at Strawn, you're at Macquarie Harbour, and the island is? Yes, Sarah Island. Does anyone know the name for the road that is made of 7 roads? Okay, the Outback Way. But Great Central Road will get you 1 point. Gunbarrel, Lassiter, Stewart, Plenty, Donahue, and the Kennedy Development Road. Some people could have got a lot of points there. Australia may have been an ancient land. How many years? It was, according to Ken's report, it was 5,000 years. I see someone happy, yes, okay. Sturt National Park. Northwest corner of New South Wales. Same person's happy. You're going to have a massive score, I can see. Okay. Closest to horizontal falls is Derby. That was a trick question I found in the Herald Saturday quiz thing. That was a bad question. Near Yalwal, and out here they know it, the fire trail. Monkey Gum Fire Trail. Okay, did anyone receive 10 or more? I tried. 9, 8, 7. Oh, we need a new quizmaster. 6. No, 6, not bad. Okay, well, I brought my chockies there. 6. Oh, some really clever people. Good memories or just clever? Yeah, okay. 5. Okay, I'll be honest, if I had to dig them out of my brain instead of looking them up to remind me, I probably would get about 1. Anyway, thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Norma. Who needs a guest speaker when we have Norma?
I'll see you later with your pencil.
Okay. Now, no other general business from members? Okay, general business from committee. I have just one thing. We are scheduled to have a stall at the Eastern Creek Raceway 4x4 and camping show scheduled for 8th to the 10th of September 2023. We request volunteers to man the stall for at least some periods over the 3 days. Last year, I think people did 4-hour stretches or something like that. For those prepared to volunteer, please call or send an email to me on my, you'll all know my number, it's all in the magazine, 0418 207 966, or president at TLCC. And we'll then send those off to David Mickoff to make up some schedules, or he'll talk to people and find out when they might be able to help. We did it pretty well last year with people. Rob Alexander will go out to set up. He would probably need some assistance on the Thursday to set up everything. And we are trying to get some vehicles. The original track that we used to drive vehicles around there was made into a car park, but they're developing something else. So if we can get some vehicles, we would be looking for some drivers. If we can't, the organiser of the event may be able to get some. So if everybody could please, I might get David, we'll put out an email blast on this tomorrow, but if anybody can help and volunteer with it for some periods of time, that would be fantastic. Alan, any general business? Mark? Ian? Robin? Debbie? Okay, well then, we don't have a guest speaker, unfortunately, tonight, but we'll hand over to the Sergeant at Arms. Save your voice.
Tonight our prizes are 3 Bunnings vouchers, $20 vouchers. Thanks to Recce, we have a 2 CD set of a cappella singing, and one of them's a Christmas CD, so there are sets of 2, 7 sets there. And the third are these very interesting looking firelighters for your campfire. They sure smell good. So, we might as well get underway, because I think the football's calling us, isn't it? Yes, Sue, you do the honours. After having wandered around Spain, France and Andorra, you need some more exercise. I don't know anyone else that's been to Andorra. I think I said that, didn't I?
Orange, F40. Yay, we have a winner.
Yes, that's her first meeting. It's Anthony Ross's daughter.
Yeah. 40. Oh no, I'm 14.
It's a 2 CD set, firelighters. Yes? I'll do the next one. I'll make a big effort, you know, seeing you're still on holidays. Yeah, right. Okay. $56.
What colour?
They're all the same colour.
Okay.
I make life easy. $74. $74. CD sets, Bunnings voucher, firelighters. Recce, the CD sets are popular. I said they would be good. $81. $44. $4. And I forgot to say that the firelighters came from Shirley. Thank you, Shirley. They smell gorgeous. $27. Two CD set, all the firelighters. You can have 2, take the 2. $49. That's out. 49, have we lost 49? No, we haven't. Give it to my assistant. 5. You're fine, yeah? Yeah, 5. You got another one? No, not 51. 5. I strained your brain too much on the quiz. Redraw, okay. 18. I have 3 firelighters. 18, we got an 18? Yes? Well, that's a nice outcome. 77. Firelighter. You'll have to come to Wanji and light my fire. Just dump it there and it's there. Oh, we 2 more CD sets. Yeah, sorry. Take the 2. 2 set. I thought they'd gone, sorry. 66. We've nearly got more prizes than people tonight. It's brilliant. Firelighters. Yeah. And 37. One or other, take your pick. Add to our mess of tags here. You must have 37 in the middle. Take.
Too many prizes.
That's a lighter, fire lighter. And last, lucky last, 10.
That was not bad. One. Oh, Grace Brothers. No one else.
Must be so old.
Look, it says Grace Brothers.
It was in this box bag, Sally.
Thank you. And name to my assistant who's sick of writing names with too many prizes. Thank you everyone for being so generous with your ticket purchase tonight, and thank you for the donation of the prizes, Ricky and Shirley. Thanks very much. Good night.
Okay, if there being no other business, we might declare the meeting closed and go out for supper. Thank you, everybody. The next meeting will be held on Monday, the 4th of September, here at the Liberty Hill Church. Good evening.